I think one of the things I thought I'd ask you is that we just started to touch on is about specific altars for specific times. I know that sometimes people say, oh, could you put my auntie on the altar, or so and so is dying or very sick. You do set up altars for that. We both do. Do you want to tell us what you do and why?
This is a slightly different kind of altar, because you're not sort of trying to commune in the same way that you are, say, with the Albion altar or the Mother altar. This is an altar to hold them in the light. So you're asking other spiritual energies to be with these people through their illness or through their dying. And I think in many faiths around the world, if someone dies, a candle is lit.
Oh, yes.
Because the candle, of course, is an actual living flame. There's a spiritual fire as well. And these are called upon to, as I say, be with these people through their transitions into death or their journey through life.
And we use 7-day candles for certain things. Like we've got an altar with a globe and perpetual flame. And you see these in churches too. Do you want to explain sort of what that altar is doing as well? Because whilst we do attend them daily, they're just always lit, aren't they?
If you have a flame on your altar, which as I say is not mandatory, the altar will still work. But if you have a flame, then you have an elemental being in physical form. That's what a flame is. And it will hold that altar through the duration of the candle flame.
So I suppose it also holds our memory, because if we get busy, we know that our intentions and our thoughts are with that altar, aren't they?
Yes, that's right.
Okay, so I think what we're going to do now is just show some ideas where, I mean, I've lived in bedsits, you lived in bedsits. We've had very busy houses. Sometimes we might be with somebody or friends who are not sympathetic to this. And you don't want to fall out with anyone over something like this, because it isn't worth it. That's not what we're meant to do.
I think it goes back to what I was saying before. We don't need to explain ourselves to people who are not interested.
No.
That would be like me trying to explain a knitting pattern to someone that had never picked up knitting needle. What's the point?
No, but you may still want a little altar. So this next section is quickly just to show very simple altars that most people wouldn't even spot, even practitioners sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay.